I guess what we're curious about is from this point in time today, going forward, what changes are we expected to see, if at all? And if you could give us some time frame. So maybe specifically, one issue has come up, and bear in mind, I'm not really taking a position on all of it, any of this, but these are just points that have come up. Shopping centers, for example, you kind of touched upon it. You talked about the considerations in determining whether shopping centers should open, but could you give us maybe more specific ideas as to when they might be open? Because I understand Honolulu and Maui are going to open up pretty soon, right? Kauai, I haven't heard what they're going to do, but this is actually against some recommendations, right? I mean, what Honolulu and Maui is planning to do. Or maybe they're doing it right now. Could you just tell us what your thoughts are on, I mean, if we're looking at opening it within a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or it's really up in the air yet?
I'll take that a second, if you don't mind,
Okay.
in regards to identify what other things can be open, and I think that will be clearly specified what kind of businesses. The changes that we wanted to ensure of fairness. And we said it openly before that it made no sense to me that we allow big box stores like Walmart or Costco and Target to sell things like books, like exercise equipment, but we make a policy because of the state policy, those things are not allowed. This was independent. And we made it an issue, and we continue to make it an issue. We see no sense of fairness in allowing a big box store to sell books, and we close a small mom and pop type ownership bookstore or bike repair or bike store, those things. And so in this one, you will see that our recommended changes are those things are to be open. Again, a blanket statement is in compliance with all the policies of prevention. In regards to the one factor that I think at this point we may be, still, and it is a big debate in regards to enclosed malls. Right now we have just, as far as I know, only one. And the reason for that is because it is something in regards to hard to control. You have multiple entrances, you have different kind of things in there, or food court, theaters, etc. So the mall is open, but not these. For example, Oahu will not open the theaters because those are very, very mass gatherings, closeness. They have those principles. In regards to the rest will be open, including the Ala Moana, using that as an example, Mr. Chair, the food courts. But they will continue the policies of food courts open, but no seating. You have to take and go kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And that's where we are now. We are still looking at enclosed mall policy because of difficulty in controlling that. Who will control it? What all the rules will be.
So for enclosed malls, still up in the air?
That one.
Okay. And restaurants, the same policy is going to be in place?
That's a statewide policy in regards to only takeout.
Okay. Jewelry stores?
Those things are going to, if it's independent, they're going to be allowed to be open.
When?
Hawaii County?
Hmm.
What's our date on that one?
Mother's Day, that's why coming up, so they were asking about that.
You want me to save you money or?
That's a good one.
It's Thursday. Thursday, sir.
Thursday.